Our first real chance of severe weather is expected today as we head into the later portions of our evening into around early Saturday morning. Even though with the chance of severe weather, I'm not expecting it to be widespread, at least in terms with the severe threat. At least when it comes to showers and thunderstorms, I think we could be able to get a good dose of moisture across the region. But with the severe portions, I think it's going to be rather isolated. When it comes to the main threats, I think it's going to be up to near pocket change size, hell, up to quarter size is going to be possible with isolated gusty winds upwards of 60 miles an hour. So be sure to stay up to date as we go throughout the remainder of the day, and you can do that by downloading our NewsWest 9 Plus app. We'll keep doing these updates throughout the day. When it comes to the severe risk, we're under a level 1 out of 5 marginal risk. This means this green box right here is where the ingredients of the instability and the lift is going to be best when it comes to the threat of severe storms. Doesn't mean necessarily everyone in the green is going to get the severe weather. No, not exactly. I think we'll be able to get a couple severe storms that will be able to produce the threat of a marginally larger hail up to quarter size and some gusty winds up to 60 miles an hour. But when it comes to the coverage of overall rainfall and just some showers and thunderstorms, I think we're going to be able to get a good dosage, especially for our northern counties. I'm talking 70 to 90% coverage is going to be possible, but it does taper off the further south that it goes around 50 to 70% along into portions of the Concho Valley and into near areas of Fort Stockton, Pecos, and Van Horn, especially down into the Presidio Valley and the Big Bend region. I'm talking around 30 to 50% coverage is going to be expected. And the timeline when it comes just for showers and thunderstorms, it's going to start around 3 p.m. for our western counties, move more off into the east, and I think it'll begin to taper off just around 6 a.m. along into the Permian Basin, more so further off into the east as we head into the later portions of the afternoon. Here's the timeline with it. After an afternoon hour, we're going to be relatively nice, calm, and a bit more dry. As we start heading into the early evening hours, this is when we're going to start seeing more in the way of a few isolated kind of widely scattered showers develop. I think after 7 p.m. is really when these storms are going to be able to slowly pick up in intensity, and we'll be able to see a more in the way of some stronger storms to be able to develop. It's going to be kind of a longer boundary, typically on what we call the cool side of the boundary. That means really I'm not expecting any tornado threat or anything. If we saw a lot more storms form on the other side, that's where that threat would be a bit more possible, but I'm not expecting any tornado threat whatsoever. It's really going to be more so for the small hail and also those gusty winds. We'll see these storms really begin to develop though, and they'll be able to intensify as we go within time into the overnight hours. This is going to be around 10 p.m. We'll have a few isolated kind of widely scattered showers and thunderstorms that will move more so off into the east, and we'll be able to see kind of some stranglers behind, and these storms could even still be on the severe side. This is around 12 a.m. We're going to stop the clock around 5 a.m. We're going to have at least a little small multiple rounds of showers and thunderstorms, but I do anticipate the bulk of it will be more so off into the east, and we're going to be rather dry into the Permian Basin by the time we head into around 8 to 10 a.m. And that's when those showers and thunderstorms will be able to intensify again more so off into the east of us and move gradually off into portions of central Texas and East Texas, and which is going to be left with some breezier winds heading into Valentine's Day. I'm talking wind gusts upwards of 35 miles per hour are going to be possible into this orange color. They do fall off the more further east as you go. We're talking gusts are going to be nearly upwards of 30 miles per hour. So when it comes to the amount of rainfall, I think this is really going to be a good amount of moisture for us. I'm talking 1 to 2 inches along and north of the I-20 corridor. The further south, especially into portions of Midland and Odessa, I think we could be able to pick up upwards of a ½ an inch to an inch and a half along into the I-10 corridor. I'm talking around 1/4 an inch to a ½ an inch further south into Presidio Valley and the Big Bend region. I'm talking less than 1/4 inch is going to be possible. So it's going to be some very much welcomed moisture across the region, and with those rain chances, I do anticipate we'll at least be able to see some of those breezier conditions because of the system heading into Saturday for Valentine's Day. But because of the moisture, I'm not really going to be anticipating any blowing dust. I don't think it's really going to be too much of an issue for Saturday with those gusty winds, but warming up as we slowly head into Sunday, and that's going to be the same case as we go in throughout the remainder of the week. Temperatures are going to be back into those middle to near upper 70s heading into President's Day. We'll slowly start to pick up a breeze though as we head into around Tuesday and Wednesday with our next storm system approaching, but I do anticipate heading into Tuesday, it is going to be my warmest day in the forecast with a high of 82 with breezy and cooler conditions by later next week.